Good morning, good morning. What is good, my people? I hope you are well. It's your boy, Mark, an MUFC fan, and you know what it is. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about transfers, but let's talk about the preseason game yesterday, guys. I think a lot of people might be overreacting a little bit. I think a lot of people might be expecting a little bit too much. You know what I mean? The first game back, yeah, I was more paying attention to the running, the physical fitness of the players in the competition with the other team. I know the other team was going to look a lot sharper than some of our players, based on the fact that they had 14 league games and are already in the middle of their season in the Norwegian league that starts through 2 months ahead of all the other leagues. So it's one of those things where it's quite interesting, guys. And to be honest, it's one of those things where I feel like we need to consider that the team is just coming back from vacation. Some of these guys were celebrating for the last couple of weeks, especially the youngsters winning a treble. So maybe we could give them a little break. It's not that they definitely can do better. If you look at some of the performances throughout the game, there's some brilliant performances by Radek Vitek as well as Toby COLLYER. There were some interesting performances as well by young Ennis, who got a start and was very, very much in the thick of things on his game yesterday, in my opinion. Another player that was doing pretty well was also Ethan Williams and Ethan Wheatley. And I think this is the most important part, as the youth are given a chance, you know what I mean? And we are able to see them play well and see them do what they have to do. And it's pretty interesting, guys, because as you know, we are on a rebuild, and it's quite different from the status quo, right? But I expect a definite upgrade in the performances in the next game against Rangers, guys. Be there, be square, check it out. Don't forget, support the thing, people. This is Manchester United, and we are all Manchester United fans, and we need to be there to support. It's the first game of preseason. It didn't go so well. A 1-0 loss. I know what some people are thinking, but you know what? It will get better. Trust me. You trust me? It will work out. Big up to all you guys coming in. It's your boy, Smash the Likes. I know it's a pretty early stream, and a lot of people might be interested more in transfers. So when you see the thumbnail saying match reaction, you may not want to check it out. But I'm going to be dropping some transfer bombs at the end of this video. So guys, stay tuned and let's get into the show. Alrighty, and let's bring up what the manager had to say. Good morning to you, J United. I hope you're well, my brother. How is everything? I hope you're good. Big up to you on this Tuesday morning. Guys, by far not good enough. Erik ten Hag blast the Stars after the defeat yesterday, guys. And yes, the manager is going to have his critics, and he's going to make certain statements. He's definitely going to be a little bit more on the edge this season than he was last season. You know what I mean? I think he's given the green light to be a little bit more open in the way he reacts to certain things that have been happening. And guys, it's going to be interesting because you know what? We've only been in training for like 8 days. Some of the players have not been there from the first few days. It's mostly the youngsters. We will be seeing a lot of players coming back from injury. And it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be a build-up, guys. So, don't be too upset. I know some of you are frustrated. It is Rosenborg BK as well. So you're going to be thinking, how could we lose to Rosenborg? But at the same time, Rosenborg is in the middle of their season. Those players are pretty sharp. They're not bums. They actually have decent footballing ability, and they have been playing for weeks upon weeks together as a team. So, when you field a mixed match squad of youngsters and one or two, senior players, it's always going to have a slight drop off. But you know what, guys? I was quite impressed with the competence to play that we were trying to play out from the back. We look really, really solid in some moments. The passing, They were making the passes. Of course, there was some youthful exuberance and some little mistakes based on the youth, trying to be a little bit cheeky. But at the same time, it was decent. Let's get into what Erik ten Hag had to say, and then let's jump into some of the praises and some of the decent performances that we see by some youngsters. And the Red Devils travel to Trondheim for their first preseason friendly of the summer, looking to kickstart their preparations with a Pressure Rise campaign on the horizon. Although Erik ten Hag earned a new contract with the Shop FA Cup final win over Manchester City, his second trophy in 2 years at Old Trafford and 8-plate finish in the Premier League simply will not be accepted again. 100%. You know what I mean? With that in mind, a 1-0 defeat to Rosenborg is hardly the best start to the summer. The Troll Children are the most successful club in Norway with 26 titles and already fully match fit as they are 14 games into the season. But they haven't won a title since 2018 and currently stuck in 11th place in the Eliteserien, following a recent 4-1 defeat to Sarpsborg. What's more is that Manchester United side that included Marcus Rashford, Mason Mount, Casemiro, Jonny Evans, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the starting lineup, as well as Hannibal, following his loan from Sevilla. But even with that quality on the pitch, the Red Devils mustered just 5 shots, only finding the target with 2 of them compared to the 22 shots from Rosenborg. This result is not secondary, says the boss. We play preseason, but at Manchester United, there's a standard, Ten Hag told MUTV after the match. You win games. Definitely you do not lose games. If you can't win, don't lose the game as we did at the end, the last second of the game. The performance is more important. The performance was below standard, 100%. And as you can see, Harry Amass there, he came on in the second half, had a bit of a difficult go. But, the youngster, I think a lot of the team were suffering from the preseason jitters, a lot of them wanting to impress, not wanting to make mistakes. And in so doing, actually, the nerves got to them and they weren't able to express themselves and display their true potential. So I would say, guys, after a little bit of a stern talking to from the manager and a little bit of time to think about those performances, these talented youngsters will shake it off. And in the next game, they will be like, you know what? Just play our game. You know what? Because we got the talent. We won a treble. Someone needs to remind them. Despite the experience and the quality Man United took with them to Norway, it was 20-year-old goalkeeper Radek Vitek who was the star of the show. The Czech stopper is yet to make progress from the academy football with the Red Devils, with 18 appearances on loan at Accrington Stanley last season. The sum total of his entire senior football to date. However, VITECK was in top form on Monday, on hand to make 7 saves in a stunning one-man effort to save United from embarrassment. VITECK also showed brilliant composure with the ball at his feet, completing a match 69 passes at a success rate of 90%. While Ten Hag didn't appreciate his young goalkeeper being put under so much pressure, he was grateful for his efforts in keeping some level of respectability to the scoreline. Let's say he got the opportunity from the team to make some very good saves because our performances as a team was by far not good enough. On the overall standard of Man United's play, the Dutchman said, I've seen this is not the standard for top football. Top football, you have to achieve much higher standards. It starts with any individual. Make sure you are fit. I know we can't be match fit in this moment, therefore you need these games. I know we are playing an opponent who are in their league. They have much higher fitness level, but still, at Man United and the players and the teams from Man United must perform better. And I totally agree with the boss there. What are your guys' thoughts in the comments? Let me know what you're thinking, because as we know, I think when we looked at some of these youngsters, I think they gave a good account for themselves. Will Fish did decent. Especially Murray. I think Murray, you see him in the center there. He had a decent game. And for me, these youngsters are the future. Radek Vitek, you never know. You might be seeing a lot of him this season. He might be deputizing for the Carabao Cup, as some recent reports are linking to. But I have to express my disappointment in the other 3 players in the picture who's supposed to be senior players. Marcus Rashford, he was not looking at his best yesterday, but, we'll say that, chalk that up to preseason form. Mason Mount offered nothing as usual, but you know what? It's preseason. Hopefully he gets himself back into peak performance so he might be able to deliver and offer more opportunities for his team. And Hannibal Mejbri, hadn't played football for like 4 months, so it's no wonder that he's not in form. He hasn't been playing at Sevilla, so he's going to be fighting to get match fitness more than most. In my honest opinion, I think it was fair to fine. We will be doing better. I look for a better performance in the next game. Big up to you, Kenny Fan TV. The team couldn't match the fitness compared to Rosenborg 100%. But there were some good moments. Yes, Jay. I'm good. Thanks, Mac. Hope you're well. It was just a friendly preseason kickabout. Not much to take from the first game of preseason. Playing the kids, match sharpness, 100%, my brother. You know, a lot of people, I heard a lot of people saying some things. And for me, it's one of those things where I look at it from the perspective that you just have to look at how the players are running. You know, if they're keeping up well, if they're looking like they could keep running for 60 minutes at the same pace. And that's most important. What you have to pay attention to in preseason most is the youngsters on show. You know what I mean? The actual preseason for me starts when we hit USA, when we play the likes of Arsenal and Liverpool. And that's when we're going to see a full squad. You're going to see more patterns of play. You're going to see the team rearing and ready to go. You're going to see them very much fitter than they were yesterday. But guys, stay tuned because you know what? We have another game coming up against Rangers as the team jets off to Scotland today. It's going to be interesting to see how they do. Let's support the team. You know, these youngsters going to need your support, and all these players, they're still going to need your support. Even the manager. Big up to you, Stretty Post. What's good, my bro? Watch your stream this morning. You're the early bird, and you got it covered with most of the stuff. I can't even talk transfers sometimes, man. You got all the latest scoops. Big up to you, my brother. Hope you're well. Anytime you want, you can jump in on my streams, and if ever, I'm always happy to jump on yours, my bro. Big up to you, Mental Ball Game. What's good? What's good? Hey, you promised the season is coming soon. We play the first game on the 15th of August against Man City in the cup, you know, the Charity Shield. So I hope you're there to join me. Big up to you, Mental Ball Game. Hope you're well. Now let's get into some more interesting news, guys, because as you know, it's transfer season, and I cannot not talk about transfers. So let's get into Manuel Ugarte, because there's some recent information coming out that Manuel Ugarte has requested to PSG. He wants Manchester United. And as you know, guys, Manchester United has been reported of being told they have to pay somewhere in the region of £50 million. But it might get more interesting, guys, because with this request to transfer, you know what this means. The player wants out. No club will want a player that wants out. So it takes away the onus from PSG to push the issue for the highest possible fee. Since the player is openly saying, I want to go, PSG now has to kind of meet Man United in the middle. Now, when that will happen, I assume you might get some more information by Wednesday, if not Thursday morning. A more of a confirmation on the clubs may have probably agreed terms. You know, the players' personal arrangements with Man United is not a problem, but let's see how it goes. I am believing that Man United has told Manuel Ugarte, who has been in contact with Erik ten Hag, that he will be one of their starting options for next season. As you know, he's a destroyer. I think he's one of the best partners we could partner Kobbie Mainoo with, that will allow Kobbie Mainoo to fully express himself and not have to worry about the problems in the midfield. And with a guy like this, with the engine that he has, he's going to break up the play. He's going to instill fear in some players who might just have that thought about trying to run through the midfield again this season. And that's going to be one of the biggest things Man United need. We need someone to destroy, to stop the play, to shield the defense and give them time to reorganize themselves. You know what I'm saying, guys? So look out for some more information on Manuel Ugarte. You know, the recent reports are saying that Man United are seriously in for him. He wants United. He has let his decision be known to PSG. So the French club are definitely trying to work out a best option and hoping that they don't have to go too low, because Man United are being cheeky. They're only willing to pay £40 million for him. Maybe you might see £40 million plus 5 or 6 million in add-ons. It could be even rising to 8. But you know, United have been doing these sort of deals so they can sort of amortize the payment over 2 to 3 seasons, which allows us to spend a little bit more, as we would only be paying a fraction of that cost initially. So guys, stay tuned for the more information. Let me know what you're thinking. I know some of you guys might be interested in what's going on with Manuel Ugarte. There might be some of you who might not be interested, but guys, I'm telling you, this guy is very good. He's strong. He has very good mobility, very physical, and he has a very, very good mentality in terms of never give up, never say die. I'm going to fight. And that's what you want in the midfield. You want someone who's strong, strong-minded, and willing to work hard. Big up to you, Fikio Ziegler. Need clear rub from United. Only strong players needed at United. 100%, bro. It's going to come, guys. Just have a little patience. I know it's looking like the signings aren't happening, but the signings and the work is being done. And I can say that with a sound mind because you know what? I have never seen United move in such an efficient manner in over a decade, guys. I've been supporting Man United for almost 30 years now. And in my opinion, the last time I've seen United move like a big club was under Alex Ferguson. We have been lacking that for years and years. And now it's coming back home. So a little patience is going to be needed. You know what I mean? A new report breaking right now recently in the last 24 to 48 hours is that Manchester United might be interested in this England star. And we're talking about Adam Wharton. Guys, I'm not too sure. The price looks a bit steep. I don't think we'll be willing to pay that much for this kid, but he has been catching the eye. And Manchester United latest pursuit in the transfer market demonstrates their commitment to rejuvenating the squad with youthful, promising talents, particularly focusing on a robust British core. As reported by Team Talk, United has set their sights on Crystal Palace midfield maestro Adam Wharton, who has rapidly ascended the ranks to become one of the most talked about young talents in English football. United's midfield reinforcement strategy amidst uncertainty over securing the other high-profile targets. United interest in Wharton underscores a strategic pivot towards nurturing homegrown talent. Initially emerging as a standout at Blackburn Rovers, where he made 51 appearances and contributed significantly, Wharton's move to Palace for an initial £18 million fee has proven to be a stepping stone for greater achievements, including catching the eye of England's national team manager, Gareth Southgate. Guys, however, the burgeoning star didn't manage to add to his solitary international cap during the Euro 2024, a minor blip in an otherwise stellar rise. And this youngster has been playing really well. Wharton's appeal to the Red Devils. Manchester United and Ineos chief Sir Jim Ratcliffe's vision for a strong British core could see Wharton play a crucial role. Wharton's ability to adapt to the Premier League pressures so quickly has noted in his 16 appearances for Palace, making him a prime candidate to bolster United's midfield dynamism. Wharton's tremendous displays for Blackburn and Palace have seen him emerge on the Man United shortlist. His versatility as a number 6 or number 8 combined with his technical prowess aligns well with United tactical ambitions under Radcliffe. It's going to be interesting to see if this deal materializes, guys. I know Adam Wharton is a very good talent, a rising British star, and he will definitely be on our list. But I think the price kind of keeps him out of our range. I don't know what are you guys thinking, but maybe you can be letting me know in the comments because it's one thing. We love the talent. I am 100% certain that we are interested in him. He's on our list. I just think his price is a little bit too steep for United this summer. Guys, a little bit more news on Matthias de Ligt. Yesterday I said, all terms agreed. It is true. Terms have been agreed with Bayern. Terms have been agreed with de Ligt. The biggest problem is finalizing the payment structure, guys. And that's taking some time. And the interesting part is that Man United have not, it have seen like the media is only saying, there's no deal, but they have agreed terms. Man United is trying to figure out the payment structure somewhat similar to what has been done with Joshua Zirkzee. As we know, the defender will probably be getting somewhere in the region of 180,000 K a week. But most importantly, Matthias de Ligt, he will be a Manchester United player. It's just a matter of time. I keep telling you guys, before the end of this week, you might be hearing a couple here we goes, and it will be coming soon. It's one of those things where the information is, there's a process to these signings. There's always player terms agreed, clubs agreed, then all things agreed, then the official here we go, then the medical, and then the official statement. So it's going to take maybe a couple more days for that step. But currently, as we are speaking, the teams are in talks, and the talks have progressed to the stage where we're just negotiating the terms of the payment. How long, how much initially, how much over the 3 years of amortization. Let's see how it works out. Matthias de Ligt seems destined to be a Manchester United player. I know there have been some reports coming out that it's going to either be him or it's going to be this youngster that we might be looking at, and that is per David Ornstein. But I will suggest to you guys that it seems like that based on the fact that we know everyone is looking at Man United's finances. But in this current moment, if and when Victor Lindelof is moved on, we will definitely be needing two players to come in the defensive end. And I would guarantee to you, if both players were to say yes this week, you would be hearing two here we goes. It's going to be interesting because, as we know, Lenny Yoro, he is bent on going to Real Madrid. Of course, it's his dream, but you never know. If he was totally uncertain about United, he would have rejected already. And the fact that he asked United for a little bit more time to make his decision means that there is a strong possibility that he could shift and become a Red. And I would give him the time and patience to make his decision. I think that's the only thing you can do. You know, you have to be there and ready for the opportunity that arises. And if the player asks for time to make a decision, he has been quite respectful to United. He has not been making any jokes or bantering United in any way, shape, or form. And even when a fake account tried to banter United about Yoro Lenny, that he doesn't want you and stay away, he came out himself and squashed those rumors, guys. So that must show you that this player is a good young man. He has a good character in the sense that he's respectful. He knows how to conduct himself. And it's a player that I think not just with his age and his talent, but with his demeanor, United could do with him. So it's good that we're in the race and we're holding on and allowing him to make his decision. So, guys, hopefully we'll be seeing two of them joining the club pretty soon. It might be interesting to see when that happens. But I have been hearing some rumblings that this week there could be some big news on multiple situations at Manchester United. It's just a matter of hours, you know, guys. So let's get some more information right now. I wanted to jump into this topic because you know what? I certainly I'm not too keen on having this talent leave us because, as you know, I think he's generational. I know some of you might be saying, yeah, you know, but in my books, guys, when a kid is a kid and he makes a mistake, you got to give them a chance to fix it. You know what I mean? He wasn't even a full adult, you know. So to be so hard on the kid, I feel like it's difficult. He might be on his way to Marseille. There's expectations that he's going to accept the deal today, and you might be hearing a here we go. But if no deal happens before the end of this week, there's a strong possibility that he could be reintegrated into the squad. As you all know, Erik ten Hag quite fancies the talents and abilities of this player, and you know, it's just a little bit of how do we get it to work. It might be one of those things where he is sold and we have to look for a replacement. But I would tell you guys now, we have a strong core of wingers, especially some of the youngsters coming through. So there might not be an exact need for us to go into the market for a winger. I think our efforts are going to be focused on the defense, as we have already solved our striking backup. And as you've seen yesterday, we have a young Ethan Wheatley who can come in and deputize in those moments. So there's a lot to be on offer for United coming forward. You know, join me again a little bit later on today for the transfer roundup at midday. There's set to be some breaking news coming in the next hour or two, so guys, stay tuned. Yeah, Jarwick, I know, man. It feels like that, right? But in a way, Jarwick, I would say like this, right? He could be really, you know, thinking about it in a serious manner. And you know what? If he will, what do you mean, bro? Nah, man. Nah, man. You didn't just type that, bro. Really? Who in there, right? Nah, man. Ja, are you serious, bro? Are you serious about this? For real? No offense, you know, like, I never thought about it like that. You know when you compare teams about with pulling power and whatnot. Because I think Real Madrid is like our friend. The only club in the world that's like our friend that stands on our level. You know what I mean? I've never actually thought about it like in the sense that who in their right mind would choose United over Madrid. Maybe it's also because I'm a United fan, bro. Like United is the greatest club in the world for me. You know what I mean? There's no club better. I know Real Madrid has more titles and a bigger history, but you know what? We will get there, and I will see it. I promise you, we will get to that level, right? So it's yeah, I understand what you mean, bro. They got the titles and UCL in Madrid. Yeah, I was just a bit shocked because I never thought about it like that, bro. Like I always thought about it like when it comes to football, there are two big clubs in the world and they're everyone else. Manchester United and Real Madrid. And everyone else is below. So I'm like, always putting us on level, in sort of a way, like a level, you know what I mean? Top six, Thursday nights and rain. I mean, in Madrid, they do got the sunshine, bro. Like, I've been there for a few weeks this summer already. It was nice. It was very nice. It was very nice, I must say. But guys, it's a little bit of a transfer roundup. I gave you some of the breaking information. Of course, there's some rumors starting to come out about Manchester United starting to move on Miguel Gutierrez. Stay tuned for that information. There's a lot of varying reports. Some instances they're saying he has a 25 million pound release clause. In other instances, they're saying that he has a 29.5 million release clause. So let's round it up to about 30 million pounds for Miguel Gutierrez, who I think is a brilliant talent. They said the scouting department fancies him heavily. Eric Ten Hag is obsessed with him, but there's also a cheaper option in Ferdi Kadioglu, who is said to be rumored to be 23 million pounds, guys. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do, how that works out. It's going to be interesting. Bro, what is good? I haven't seen you in a bit. Lumen, are you fine, man? I hope you're well. Let me make it clear. Every sensible footballer would prefer to be a squad player in Madrid and win La Liga and the UCL than be first choice at Man United and win a Carabao and FA Cup. I can't dispute that in a sense. But if United is in the UCL, we have a chance. If United is in the UCL not this season, but in 2025-26 season, when we're back in the UCL, defending Europa League champions, I hope you make that same sentence, bro. Because I'm telling you, the rise is about to happen. There's guys, you might laugh at me, right? But I look at the world holistically in such a way that I feel like, I will be honest. I feel like last season we went through some things, but we were also a bit punished by the football gods. And people could be mad at me that I'm saying this or think I'm crazy. But I honestly think that we were slightly punished by the football gods last season because, yeah, man, I honestly feel like, if we had given that guy a second chance last season and tried to defend him, at least tried to see if we could have withstood the PR nightmare that everyone's talking about, the backlash from rival fans and whatnot. I feel like if we had tried, maybe we might have had a breakthrough in some way. But now that time has passed and we're moving on, we're gonna be back. You know what I mean? We're gonna get that new breath of fresh air into the team. There's a new youngster coming into the squad in Joshua Zirkzee. He has some good talents, very good at the link-up play. There might be an Ugarte coming in. Hey, guys, I would still put it 50-50 we get Lenny Euro. You might be mad, but I'm telling you, he might not want to go sit there for 2 years on the bench. But what a lot of people are forgetting is that Real Madrid just brought back two youngsters who were out on loan, and both of them are centre backs. Could it be that he might even have to sit on the bench for 3 years or be a substitute when he could be a starter at Man United, win a Premier League, win a UCL, fight against Real Madrid in the final for UCL? Why not? Why not, bro? Anyway, I just wanted to give my thoughts. I think the first preseason game was interesting to say the least. I think I expected it to go somewhere in that region because of the youngsters, because it was our first game, also because the other team was in the middle of their season. I always thought that we were going to be a little bit second to the second balls and stuff based on not being match fit and sharp. So it is what it is, guys. We move. Manchester United is back. Football is back. And guys, trust me when I say this, right? Trust me. The signings are coming this week. In the next few weeks, we will also sign one or two players as well. I think our total signing this summer might be somewhere in the region of 4 to 6 players. I'm gonna give you that information now. As the information breaks, you know I will come live and give you some more updates. I will be back after midday to give you a more detailed update on transfers because this stream was mostly to react to the preseason game. But big up to all of you guys joining me. Big up to you, Luman. Big up to you, J United. Yeah, Jersey is kind of similar, to Ronaldinho, a Thiago Motta. He's kind of similar to like a Costa Curta, a Rui Costa. You know what I mean? Xerxes are very talented individual, guys. Our team is going to change, right? It might take a few weeks, but guys, the US tour is coming up. I think we're going to win most of the games in America. You know what I mean? We're going to play Arsenal again. I think we're going to beat them again. You know what I mean? It's just what we do in preseason. We beat Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? So enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you guys, got something from the little bit we were talking about earlier. I hope the little bit of transfer news that I brought you, there's no actual major updates so far. So the information that I'm bringing you guys is stuff that I probably talked to you guys about yesterday and the day before. As you know, we spoke about Segankov as well, the Girona winger. I don't think that deal is too likely, to be fair, guys. I think we're going to need to sell a player before we could bring him in. But I think the more likely deals are going to be done in the midfield and in defense right now since we got Xerxes as a striker. So, you know what I mean, guys? I don't want to just be putting up headlines and telling you guys X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? I brought you this news already. I will refresh it sometimes if there's any changes and updates. But I'm trying to bring you all the stories that's going on and a variety of news, not just the repeated stuff, the same old over and over, like it's something new today that wasn't new yesterday. You know what I mean, guys? Big up to all of you coming in. We should reach out to Elon Musk. Maybe he can give each one of those newer links and bro, maybe all the players might need some newer links as well, because I feel like, yeah, bro, you know what I mean? But I mean, if you saw him at Lille, if you saw Ronaldinho at PSG in the earlier years when he was now starting up on stuff in France, I don't think that's too far from saying what he said, you know what I mean? But big up to you, Manu Tata. Hope you're well. I'll catch you guys later. I hope you guys have enjoyed the start of your day. It's Tuesday morning, just about to be 9:30 in the UK. And I hope you guys have a great day. Big up to all of you joining me. Jarwick, can't do without you, brother. Manu Tata, I always look forward to your jokes, bro. Big up to you, J United, always here to support the brother, bro. Big up to you, Kenny Fan TV. Big up to you, Streddy Post. Welcome to the channel, Fico Zigoli. I hope to see more of you. Big up to you, Mental Ball Game. What's good? I'm keeping you to your word. You're going to be here when the season starts. Don't forget, the link is there. Big up to all you guys coming in, and I will be back after lunch with the actual detailed transfer update with the Transfer Market Show. And you know how I do it, guys. It's your boy, Mark, an MUFC fan. Thank you guys so much for smashing the likes and subscribing. I hope you guys keep sharing, and if you're new and you haven't seen the stream before, guys, smash a like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can see when I'm live again. And guys, help the channel grow. It's been growing really nicely so far. I hit 300 subs a few days ago. I'm on the road to 400 and I'm trying to get to 1,000. Help me, guys. Help me help this channel grow. It's our community. We're going to be here together. We're going to decide the direction of this community. You know what I mean? And we're going to share it. And everyone's going to enjoy it. Because you know what? It's all smiles, jokes, shits, and giggles. You know how it is, guys. It's football talk and just about a little bit of banter. and we keep it clean in here. So hope you guys have a great day. Big up again to you guys, man. Lutata. Big up again to you, Mental Ball Game and J United. And I will be seeing you guys later. It's your boy, Mark, an MUFC fan, with the Manchester United morning views and updates and a little bit of transfer news. Here we go.